Hey team, Coach Sam back here again to chat about part 2 of our Nutrition 101 series. Today we're going to be talking about level 2 within the pyramid, which is our macronutrients. So next level of importance, once we have our energy balance right, we've got our calories all kind of worked out, we need to have a bit of a think. So like, how much protein do I need? How much carbs do I need? How much fats do I need? These are questions that you hear spinning around and everybody's got their own ideas. When it literally comes down to your macro split, it's all in accordance to your goals. It all links into where your body composition's at. And really, it's all gonna be dependent upon you as a person and what's gonna satisfy you, what's gonna keep you satiated, what's gonna keep you hungry, and not hungry, and what's gonna keep you compliant towards your goals. So, you would have heard so many different terms of diets. I can't stand the word diet personally, but we're just gonna call it forms of eating right now. Every new week there's a new different one out. Should be high carb, high protein, low carb, keto, paleo, all of the different bits and pieces. So I'm gonna give you my version right now, how to quickly push through all of that crap. I want you to think about buying a car, okay? You want to get an SUV, a sedan, or a hatchback. Right there is your calorie surplus, your maintenance, and your deficit like we spoke about last time within your energy balance. So you pick the type of car. Let's just go, we're going with a sedan, all right? Then from there, we want to pick what type of sedan. Do you want a Toyota? Do you want a Camry? Cool. That pretty much there is, do you want paleo? Do you want keto? Do you want to eat 3 square meals a day? Who cares? Pick one from there. So once you've picked that, we can then reverse engineer from there the order of importance in terms of your protein, carbs, and fats. Let's start with protein first. Protein is the mother of macros to start with. We all want to start with our protein first, and then we reverse engineer the rest from there, okay? Protein is 1 gram of protein equals 4 calories. And from there, generally I like to start someone on a 30 to 40% protein based on their body weight, based on their goals. You want to be anywhere between 1 gram to almost 3 grams of protein per pound of body weight to give you a gauge. If you are trying to drop fat, be more in a deficit, you're actually gonna wanna have more protein to help preserve the muscle. Whereas if you're trying to bulk or be in a surplus, you actually want a little bit less because you're eating more carbs and you're eating more fat. But protein is the building blocks of the body. It is repair, it is new muscle generation. It's really good for satiety, so to keep you fuller for longer. Protein is involved in all sort of training, it's involved in all parts within the body. And you're gonna need it more so for repair, recovery, pushing through, because in the gym, we actually tear our muscles. Don't freak out, it's fine, everything's fine. But what happens is they heal over stronger and bigger, or they said more of it as we push through, and we need protein to help shovel all of that through. Then you've got fats. So fats are phenomenally good for you. Right now, I want to disband that myth, that rumor that fats are terrible. Fats are really, really important for a multitude of reasons. Fats have the highest caloric value out of all of the macronutrients. Fats are 9 calories per gram of fat. So that doesn't necessarily mean that they are bad, it just means there's more calories as the volume increases. So your fat stores, you will have a smaller amount of fats within your day because the calories can jump up quite high. Fats are extremely important because they, yes, can be used as a fuel source. They are phenomenal for hormone production, and as trans and gender diverse people that are on HRT, our hormones are extremely important to keep regulated in line. Fats are also extremely good for cognitive function, and they're important for that brain barrier and just the ability to be there, be present, and reduce that mental fog. I know personally, based on different phases of my own nutrition and what I've been in, whenever my fats have to be a little bit low, I find that I struggle to think and I get a bit foggy and sometimes a little bit silly. Then we have carbohydrates. Now I want to dispel one rumor straight up right now. Carbs are your friend. We love carbs, have them all of the time. They are phenomenal. They are the body's preferred source of energy. Carbs can come in all sorts of forms. You've got your starchy, more complex carbs, so your potatoes, your pumpkins, your sweet potatoes, your rices, your breads, but you've also got fruit carbs, berries, bananas, apples, and then also cruciferous vegetables, which are very high in fiber, so your spinaches, your kales, your salad mixes, your broccolis, like get amongst all of it, your body will thank you. So as I said, they are your body's preferred energy source. Your body needs them to help with your training. Your body needs them to function, to use as fuel within the car. It is your body. Remember that also, like protein, carbs also have 4 calories per gram. So that's how we kind of reverse engineer and start factoring in how many carbohydrates you need to have. So the forgotten macronutrient that we all know about, but don't kind of actually know about, is alcohol. So alcohol is a macronutrient. It is 7 calories per mil, per gram of alcohol within your beer, within your vodka, whatever it might be. Alcohol is a vasodilator. How many of us get a bit red-faced after we've had a couple of drinks? That is the alcohol. A vasodilator means opening up of the veins, flushing into the blood more. It opens everything up so that your circulation is going off the hook a bit. But off the back end though, it is also increasing your body's expenditure of heat. So it reduces your body temperature by forcing the heat out as well. So to break all of that down and pull it all together, the reason I bring alcohol in is because when you are calculating your calories and budgeting what you can kind of have, we all forget about alcohol. Think about a beer. Now, a can of beer, and I'm not going to count the low carb beers or the light beers here, just your standard beer is anywhere between 250 to 400 calories per can. If you think about it, you've got the calories from the alcohol, then you've got the calories from the barley and the hop, the carbs on top. So quite quickly, this can ends up being virtually a liquid loaf of bread. Now, there's nothing wrong with having beer, by all means have it. With everything, this is all just information. Information for then you to make your own choices and decide what you want to. The whole purpose of what we're trying to do here at T Generation is break down that barrier of information and give you what you need. I don't want anyone to freak out over exact numbers and really trying to get the minute detail when it comes to working out what your macros are, okay? Baseline, to give you kind of a starter, is a good 40-30-30 split. So 40% protein, 30% carbs, 30% fat of your overall calorie intake is a great place to start. Then based on how your body responds, in line with a qualified and educated nutritional professional, a coach such as myself with the relevant qualifications, or a dietitian, what have you, from there you can collectively together start making adjustments and move your macros, either your protein up, carbs down, etc., based on the way that your body responds. All of the information provided today is exactly that. It is general information. It is not designed to diagnose, to treat, or to override any medical profession recommendations as a part of your healthcare team. That's all it for macros today. Hit like, comment any questions below, subscribe, and come back again for part 3. See you later, team.